Welcome back to the Oklahoma Sports Grind. My name's Austin Wood, and I'm here with Andrew Theiss. We have a very special guest for you tonight. Former OU running back Roy Finch is on with us tonight. We're going to talk about his camp that he's going to have this weekend. We're also going to talk about some of the different things that he got to experience down while he was in OU. What about Will Sunderland, former Midwest City Bomber down there, and Norman now? We're going to talk about what he should expect playing for Mr. Stoops. Well, both of them, actually. So we'll go ahead and introduce Roy Finch. How are you doing, Roy?
I'm doing well, man. I'm glad you have me on the show, on the podcast, man, and I'm looking forward to this, talking about some great things. And I'm excited, man. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. We appreciate you coming on. It's an honor to have you on so early, in our website launch. Let's go ahead and talk about this camp you have going on this weekend. Can you tell us about where it's at and what you're trying to achieve with it?
It's in Oklahoma City. The name of the company is called Sports Academy, and we're having a camp in Oklahoma City on August 15th. And basically this is kind of like a launching camp for me and a few of my guys that I played on at OU with 801 Northwest 122nd Street, Oklahoma City. And I'm going to say that one more time. 801 Northwest 122nd Street, Oklahoma City.
The DBAT Sportsplex there at 122nd and Western. It's on the north side of the road there. There's a indoor facility that they've built there. They have lots of softball fields and baseball fields as well. I'm pretty familiar with that because I go out there and umpire and stuff a lot too. So that's a great facility to be a part of.
Yeah, we're just kind of launching it, and basically it's a camp for kids that are 13 and up, and we just want kids to come out and compete and learn fundamentals of the game, and basically at the end of the camp, we're gonna basically pick out, I guess, a few players that will just far and above, the rest, and not saying that all of the other kids weren't good, but we're just trying to kind of set a standard of what Oklahoma football is supposed to be like, and it's basically a recognition camp and for kids just to learn and to compete and get recognition out there for big colleges like OU, like Oklahoma State, because Oklahoma State is on the rise as well as becoming a powerhouse around the nation. Tulsa, Texas, just everywhere. And we're the guys that I work with, are very credible guys and well respected at the University of Oklahoma. They go back to Oklahoma right now, and the coaches will vouch for them, and they are well respected by the coaching staff, by the training staff, by everyone, the academic staff as well. And the time of the camp is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And registration starts at 10 o'clock a.m., so an hour before the camp actually starts, to give everybody all the kids that are coming enough time to register, warm up, put on your cleats, get your mind right, up to camp. Is basically, I'm a man of God, I'm a man of faith. We all strive to do better every single day. It's basically to build men of God with character and purpose. Take kids to the next level, give them scholarship looks. I know a lot of coaches at the University of Oklahoma. They respect me, I respect them. I know the training staff as well. So it's, I can put in a good word, for you, and kind of give you that boost. Learn more about your position and skill level with competitive competition. And also, I just wanted to grow powerful relationships beyond football with these kids as well, because some of these kids, you don't know their background, you don't know where they came from. I grew up without my father, my mother, and my legs, and it affected me in certain ways. But I know that these kids, their life story isn't perfect, but they see something special at football that makes them drive and want to be something greater. And if I could be that push, any of the guys that are working with me that can be that push, trying to be their father. I'm not trying to be their mother. I just want to be a catalyst for them to get them to where they want to be.
Absolutely. Roy, this is Andrew Theiss here at the OK Sports Grind. I think it's phenomenal that you are getting out there into the Oklahoma City community, putting on this camp for these student athletes that we have out here. And the metro area this year is loaded with talent, as you probably know. So it's great to actually have you out there and helping these kids out to, to better their skills, whether it be for a day or, or whatever. But it's awesome to have you out there. Talk a little bit about, with your camp, like the focus you said was a lot on like one-on-one drills and 7-on-7, especially within the defensive part of it. Who do you guys have helping out with this, with your camp?
Quentin Hayes, Dominic Whaley, Brian Aquede, and I believe Jazz Reynolds is supposed to be there as well. Jazz Reynolds.
Wow, you got the whole team coming with you, man.
Yeah. I mean, Jazz Reynolds and Quentin Hayes, they're in Texas right now, but they'll be here Thursday night, and we're all going to get together Friday morning and get things together. But we've all been in contact, and he's been on foot. I've been on foot today. I've been up some places today, which is high school, and meeting with the players. I met with some of the players today. They were out on the field, working out a little bit. I went up to them on the field and just started talking to them about it, and they just the response that I got from them was great. They just they looked me in the eye, and they seemed really, really serious and really focused. Looked like they wanted to really be serious about their lives and wanted to take their talent and skills to the next level. I talked to them about education, how important it was, graduating from high school and also graduating from college. And, one thing I'm learning is, I've always been, the type of person where I knew I was a great athlete, but I didn't really know, the influence that I really had on people. It's like people really, do listen to me, and they really do pay attention. And you can use that in a good way or a bad way. You know what I mean? And I choose to use it in a good way. It was great just to, see a couple of those guys today. And I look forward to going up to the school tomorrow and talking to the players after their workouts and, passing out some of the brochures and, get this thing rolling. So I'm excited, man.
Yes, sir. We here at the Grind, we're trying to do things a little differently. We want to educate on. There's a lot of different things, and you mentioned education, and education is the number one thing that a student athlete, and it's called a student athlete for a reason, that they have to focus on, because without an education, you're not going to be able to do very much in your life. A lot of people think that, just because you're talented or you have skills or you're getting D1 offers or getting recruited for the major leagues or anything out of high school or whatever, that, your life is set, you're just going to be rich and famous, and it just goes like that. And really, in all reality, it doesn't. You break a leg, you tear an ACL, you have to have Tommy John or anything like that, and your career may not ever be the same. And what do you have to fall back on? So that's one of the things that we want to, strive to put out to all of these kids and stuff who are going to be listening to us on a weekly basis and following us on Twitter and Facebook, that, education comes first. And it's good to hear it from somebody who's been down that road, who's a former athlete at OU and at a high level. And I think that's great to hear that.
Well, Roy, I want to talk a little bit about your this is Andrew over here. I want to talk a little bit about the NFL experience that you had after you graduated from OU. You played for a little bit. You were with the New England Patriots for a while. What was that experience like, going from OU to New England?
It wasn't that much of a transition. Because OU is ran like a tight ship. It's ran like a NFL organization almost. I played for one of the greatest coaches of all time. He's going to go down as one of the greatest coaches of all time, ever coached. And he's kind of an NFL coach. college system and college environment. Just the way coaches and they prepare. Playing at the University of Oklahoma as any player that ever played for under Coach Stoops, can tell you that when you play for a coach like that, you play for a system like that, and you play with great players on a team like that. When you go to the NFL, it's kind of an easy transition. To be honest, because you've played around big talent all your life. It's just the only transition really is probably the playbook is just kind of learning a new system. But as far as talent wise and the speed of the game, the speed of the game is a little faster. It's not like, I wouldn't say it's from like a 1 to like a 6 or 7. It's probably like a 1 to a 4 or a 5. But it's a little faster. But I would say the transition for me wasn't that hard. Because in preseason I really played well. I really played well. It was kind of like the terminology of the playbook and what they were trying to get us to do was just a lot different. But I would say as far as the physicality of the game and the speed of the game and just the whole aspect of football, it wasn't really a hard transition for me. And I learned a lot while I was with the Patriots. Coach Belichick is probably the best coach one of the best coaches that I've ever been around. He doesn't speak much, but when he does speak, you listen, and you don't really talk that much. And everything from there is ran so tightly. It's such a militant type of environment, and things got to be done a certain way. And just being around Tom Brady was amazing. It was great. Seeing players like Darrell Reeves make one-handed catches when he just watching Darrell Reeves and Tom Brady on the plane leaving from New York for our last preseason game, just kind of talk back and forth how they admire each other and what they admire in each other's game. They were just talking about how whenever Darrell Reeves was with the Jets, and how Tom Brady was talking about how he was one of the hardest quarterbacks to kind of judge and throw against. And it was just great to see that of two players that played against each other on different teams, but they were following the same team, and how they were talking about how much they admire each other, which was great to see. Because I learned that I took away a lot from that, because it just kind of showed me humility and how you should always stay humble and always respect your opponent. Because you don't know when that person is going to be on the same side of the ball as you or the same team as you. So, it was a great experience when I was there. It was a great experience. I wish I would have made the team, but I know that I'm gonna be back, in the league or in Canada, pretty soon, because I'm working hard, still working hard. That's something that will never get out of me, and that's hard work and my mindset. But it was a great experience for me. It was a great experience for me.
What we hope to see you in the NFL. That'd be pretty cool. There's a former running back from Midwest City High School. He actually he just signed with the Cleveland Browns. His name is Tim Flanders. We're pretty excited around here to see him doing well. Another kid, and you went to OU, and you kind of know what it's like down there. There's a former Bomber. His name is Will Sunderland. He's a freshman down there at OU playing the safety position. What should he expect down there? What's it gonna take for him to succeed in that system under Mike and Bob Stoops?
I'm gonna keep it simple as possible. Just listen, and pay attention to detail, and he'll be successful. He'll be successful at whatever he does. Coach Mike Stoops is a very tough coach on you. because they want perfection on defense, and they don't really like a lot of people out of position. And if he just pays attention and he pays attention to detail, he'll do well. And don't take things personal. I learned that. I had to learn that. Don't take anything personal. It's all about winning games, and it's all about making you the best player that you can be. And that's one thing I would, if I could talk to him or say anything to him, that's what I would tell him.
Well, that's great words of advice. I'm sure that he'll listen to this and take that to heart. We're gonna go ahead and be able to wrap this up now. Again, we're on with Roy Finch. He's got a football camp this Saturday from 11 to 1. Registration starts at 10, so get there, sign up early. It's at 801 Northwest 122nd Street at DBAT Sportsplex. So make sure you go there, check out Roy Finch and some of the other former OU football players. It's a great camp, a great opportunity to learn from these guys. They've been down there. They know what it takes. So get your kids out there, sign them up 10 a.m., be there early because the lines will probably be long. And again, we appreciate you. We appreciate you coming on, Roy.
Thank you so much for having me, man. And I look forward to talking to you guys. You guys are some cool, down-to-earth guys. And I look forward to seeing y'all out there at the camp too. Good to meet you.
Yes, sir. We'll be out there this Saturday, so we'll see you guys, and we'll see everything how everything's going to go down there. So there'll be pictures, and we'll also have an article up on our website too after the camp is done.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you, and God bless you, man. It's going to be a good turnout.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it. You have a good night.
You too, man. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the OK Sports Grind. I'm Austin Wood.
I'm Andrew Theiss.
Have a good night.